Welcome, minions of the darkness. It's been indicated to me previously that we did some incredible intros on this show, and I thought maybe, perhaps it was too silly, and we needed to walk that back. But people are saying they want me to walk back the walking back. So just to remind you who we are and what we do, we are the Board Game Cult, running continuously since the year of our Lord 1901. We are here to drive off the threat of the moderate but not great star of ill content. We've asked all eldritch beings to maintain a 6 parsec distance from Earth, stay at home if necessary. For some of them, we had to tell them to stay at Thum, which is where they're from. I can't explain the concept to you in terms mortals would understand. Your mind would break. I am the Grand Draconic, APGamingREAL. I am joined by the strict Adherent Logicier, Pondothemad, and Abbess of the Second Order, Cottontailed. We are joined by Master of the Screaming Cats, Henley. We're going to find out how we're doing, and then we're going to play Seven Wonders, a game about building civilization while also dominating all of your friends using military tactics. Cotton, how has your week been?
I feel like I had a stroke with that intro, by the way.
You did. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Listen, don't you understand? This is a cult, Henley. You've joined a cult. That's where we're at. We're a cult.
Oh, shit.
We play board games in order to drive off the eldritch threat of the moderate but not great star of ill content. You know, we don't like to insult it, but it's not up there with Cthulhu, right? You know, it's a little bit below Yog-Sothoth, you know. Azathoth, serious threat, serious contender. Star of ill content, just kind of down there, right? Like, its main power appears to be making people's stomachs feel upset slightly.
Okay.
Hay fever, also caused by the star of ill content. In order to placate it, we must play board games in its honor. And that's why we come. In order to invoke the ancient rituals that were begun in the year 1901 by all of our families. Henley, you're obviously a newcomer, but we need fresh blood from time to time, sometimes literally. Limo may never return.
Too many people drinking that Kool-Aid, is it?
Or not enough people drinking. Like Cotton, how was your week?
Fine.
Okay, good intro. Pondo,
Sorry,
how was
I'm a
your
little
week?
sleepy.
Been fairly busy, but it's kind of slowed down a bit. People are starting to either not need as much stuff to do at the house, so they're not coming to my store, or they're just waiting for the weather to warm up.
Yeah, you know, I understand. Cthulhu hasn't been by in a while, you know?
We had a snow squall this weekend. They decided to bring out the fancy wording in the meteorology. So they're just calling it a whiteout.
Okay.
But
I mean, it's better than volcanic ash raining from the sky like at Krakatoa, but yeah.
yes. What was that movie? Dante's? It's not Dante's Inferno.
Dante's Inferno is not a movie, it's a book.
Dante's Peak.
No. It had Pierce Brosnan in it, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's not Dante's Inferno, it's Dante's Peak, I think is what it's called.
Listen, all I know is Dante Fiero, okay? That's all I care about.
That's a different Dante.
It's the best Dante of all of the Dantes, including Devil May Cry Dante. Point is inarguable.
Which Dante? Devil May Cry Dante? The reboot one
All
or
of
the
them.
original?
Dante
Well, no,
Fiero
it
is
goes-
a superior Dante.
It goes reboot Dante, Dante Fiero, original Dante. That's how I would class them.
You're a fan of reboot
Fair
Dante?
No, he's on the bottom. So
He's on the bottom. That's what he's
Okay,
saying.
all right. So you listen. Wait, Dante Fiero's at the top of this list. Dante Fiero's at the top of every list.
as professional tastemaker, you're in the middle.
Yeah.
Original Dante.
I agree with Henley. Dante Fury is in the middle, definitely above reboot Dante.
Yeah.
It's still below original Dante.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because original Dante just pretty much did everything that Dante Fiero did, except with Giant swords and demons.
Yeah, and the old Dante used a motorcycle as a sword. So, I think he has you beaten there. So
I'll tell you, this is my take on the situation. I believe Dante Fierro would kill anyone higher than him on the list to ensure that he was the highest on the list.
I don't think he could kill Dante.
I mean,
Thing is, nothing could survive a bullet.
Dante has
Dante has.
survived swords, actually.
No,
that-
okay, look, but that's demonic swords, right? He's never survived a bullet.
I'm thinking
Pretty
demonic
sure he
swords that
has.
are
He
the size
survived
of.
weird, sword projectiles. He survived magic. But can he survive a bullet? No, no one can survive a
I'm
bullet.
thinking he could.
If he could survive a bullet, then why does he deflect them with his sword? Checkmate.
For the cool factor?
No.
Solely the cool
Obviously,
factor?
all
He's
you
got
need to do
build up those style points to
spray
get the
him
super
down
sadistic.
with bullets until one hits him, and then he's dead.
The logic here is flawed, but we're just going to move past that
Excellent.
and judge you silently.
It's that kind of victory that Dante Fierro represents.
He claims a victory, but it's still a loss. But
What else you got, Pondo?
that's about all I have at the moment.
Henley, what do you have?
Man, I don't know. Easter was weird. This is like the weirdest Easter. But I still feel like it was one of the best Easters. I don't know. I just like hanging out with my wife a lot. Like that's a good sign,
listen
right?
to this.
Like, so,
Listen to this motherfucker trying to score easy points. Wow. Cheap. I just like
She ain't
hanging
gonna
out with
watch
my
this.
wife. I love her so much.
well, I mean, if you don't, it's a problem, right? And why are you married? So
Yeah, exactly, Henley.
Yeah.
It's easy money right there, okay? You're fishing at the bottom of the barrel.
well, the other thing is I released a video game on Steam. That was fun. Pretty sure it's still in the new and trending right now, so that's good.
Okay.
A lot of people have gotten their hands on that game now. So I think we're up to like 33,000 people now or something like that. So a lot, an awful lot. People like it. I'm happy with where it's going. We need to do more patching and stuff, but that's just the nature of the business. So things are going good. Things are going good.
May
Okay.
I ask what game this is?
Oh no.
Oh, sorry.
No, Pondo.
If it's the
not
game I was
New
thinking
Game
about,
Plus.
never mind.
No.
Don't say.
Nope.
It's called Alder's Blood. It is
Oh,
a
that one. No,
stealth
that's a good one.
tactical game. That's
Yeah.
a good one. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
not
I
going
was-
to talk about those other ones here, Arthur. I don't know what type of show you're running here, but
This is wholesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's wholesome. I mean, it's,
Not Wednesday
it's,
So
night.
I mean,
It's
what?
it's literally like a Cthulhu game. So I don't know how wholesome it can be, but it teaches good
Comparative.
value.
Listen, it's a comparative scale compared to some of the other games I know you've released.
I haven't released any of those games yet, but we'll
Still
get
in
around to
process.
that.
I don't know anything about your release schedule. When you said I released a game, I was like, it's gonna be one of those, huh? I thought Alder's Blood's been out for a
games?
couple weeks.
Yeah, on Switch, but this is the PC release.
Ah.
So. Yeah. And we released like new voiceover packs for them, so a lot of people like that. So now, like must construct additional pylons, except fantasy Cthulhu hunters instead, constructing additional pylons, and yeah, things are going good. Things are going good.
Yeah, all I have to say about those voice packs is you need to remind yourself that overconfidence can be a slow and insidious killer.
Amen. Amen.
Henley, talk us through Seven Wonders. This was your choice.
All right.
Apparently, we just let
Yeah.
the guest pick whatever game they want nowadays, since no one wants to play
So-
Pandemic.
Seven Wonders is literally one of the most awarded games of all time. Like it has the most awards, and for good reason. It is literally the best game on the face of the planet. It is a drafting game about building a civilization and fighting with your neighbors and trading with your neighbors. So if you've ever played the Civilization video game, it's that on a very microcosm scale. Basically, what we'll be doing is there'll be 3 rounds. We'll be drafting cards. If you don't know what drafting is, it's where you get 7 cards in your hand, you pick one, and then you pass it to your neighbor. First, it'll go clockwise, then it'll go counterclockwise. And you do that until all the cards are gone. And those cards represent the civilization that you're building. So inside of the actual cards themselves, there's going to be a couple of things. The first is there's going to be basic, rudimentary elements, I guess, or construction stuff. So there'll be like wood, brick, stone, that sort of stuff. And those are the basics of which you will build your civilization off. Those are brown cards. Then we'll have advanced resources. Resources, that's the word I wanted. There'll be advanced resources, which are like paper, that sort of stuff. And all of those things will be used to build other cards, like say market stalls and other things like that. And each card will have like icons at the top. They will represent how much things cost. If you do not own the required resources, you have to trade with your neighbors. So in this game, I don't know what they can see on your screen, but we are set up with AP, myself, Pondo, and Cotton, all in that order in a circle. So for example, Cotton will only trade with Pondo and AP. She will never trade with me, ever, in the entire game. It also means that my armies, if I have them, won't affect her at all. But her cards will still come to me at some point, and I will still be able to give her cards via just the drafting process. So if your neighbor doesn't have brick, for example, and your other neighbor doesn't have brick and you don't have brick, then you'll never be able to build anything that requires brick. So that's why it's important to sort of look at what your neighbors have built, look at what you're building, and trade accordingly. Trading resources cost 2 gold. So you can, and your neighbor can never say no to a trade. So you just give them 2 gold and you get the resources that you need. There are cards that will make that cheaper, for example. So the person on your right, you can trade basic resources with them for 1 gold instead of 2. It's basically like a give and take. And the way that it'll work is normally you sort of all expose your cards at the same time, and then you go one at a time and you look at each card and you say how much it's going to cost. But this automated system makes that really difficult. So I guess we just have to take everyone at face value and assume that they're giving their neighbors the right amount of coin and they're taking the right amount of coin away from themselves.
And there's a counter.
Yeah.
Coins.
It also I don't know how if it automates the neighbor resource counting or anything like that.
No, I mean we're just going to have to say I'm withdrawing 2 coin and using this. That's what
I mean by trusting. So
I mean we're not going to have to trust. We have the counters and we can see everybody's counters, so we can just say.
Well, I mean, for example, if someone makes a mistake in this game, there's no taking it back because it's automated. So we'll just have to continue going forward with that in mind. The other thing that you can do is you'll have a random civilization gifted to you, and there will be on the very bottom a panel which will represent your civilization track, like you're building a wonder, like the pyramids or something like that in your civilization. These will give you special resources. If you, instead of building a card, you basically just nominate this card to go towards building the resource. And it's the same thing. It'll have a cost involved and all that sort of stuff to go through. So the game, when you play it the first time, it can be a little confusing, but after you play like the first round of cards, it'll be very, very simple. You'll understand exactly what needs to go on. And yeah, the only thing I'll say is everyone thinks about science weirdly. I'm just going to draw. It'll just be easier. Arthur, do you mind if that's okay?
Go ahead.
So there are three types of science. There's like a paper, there's a cog, and then there is a what was the last one? Something like, I don't know. We'll just put a jar. Okay. So if you have 3 paper like this and 1 cog, the way that you score science is if you have 3 paper, every card of paper is worth 3 points. So if you have 4 paper, then every card will be worth 4 points. So it behooves you to have a lot of the same amount of cards. So if you end up having something like this at the very end of the game with 3 paper, 2 cogs, and 1 jar, every time you complete 3 of a kind, so this way, right? You complete these 3, you will get 7 points. So, but this one over here by itself is only worth 1 point. So the way that you calculate it is you go 3, 6, 9. So down this way is worth 9 points. Down this way is worth 4 points. And down this way is worth 1 point. And then across the top, it'll be worth 7 because you completed a line. So that's how you do science. That's how you calculate science. So it's important if you see someone like your neighbor, like just building a shitload of science, then they're probably going to win unless you do something about it, like restrict the amount of science cards you give your neighbor, that sort of stuff. General casting drafting rules apply here. So if you see someone building up a lot of military, it might be a good idea to stop them from building so much military by building military yourself, or that sort of stuff, right? So that's the basic.
Want to build military.
That's the basic rules of how that works, and it can get away from people pretty quickly. So just keep in mind sciences, and you'll be fine. Okay. Then there's also like victory point cards and stuff, and those are pretty self-explanatory. They just have a number, and when you have them, you'll have like they'll be worth that much at the end of the game. Then there's, in the very last round, the 3rd round, we will have a thing called guilds, and these are purple cards. These cards will be like, for every victory point your neighbor has, you get 1 victory point. So if your neighbor has like 5 blue cards, then you'll get 5 victory points at the end of the game. So just an extra little thing at the end to do that with. So yeah, that's pretty much the game. Very, very simple. And if you have any questions during the game, just ask. It doesn't really matter too much about what you're building too much, but yeah.
All right, so we're only going to be able to play 1 match of this because I have to go kill Easter dinner the Monday after Easter.
You have to go kill Easter dinner. Oh my god.
Cook. I mean, sometimes you got to kill Easter dinner. So let's kick this thing off. Turns out I don't know where my card. Oh, there it is. I am Halicarnassos.
Also, just make sure that you're on side A. So if it's not on side A, you just flip it. Oh wait, yeah, just flip it.
No, it says side B.
Yeah, so flip it because side B is the more difficult, difficult one. I don't know if that breaks the logic of the game, but we'll see. We'll see. So just make sure you're on side A. Yes, that one.
I
so
can't flip
everyone's on. You have to unlock it.
I don't have that option.
Press F.
And then you can flip it. Yep. And then you can lock it again. So, all right. So just take a look at your hand, and you'll see a lot of brown cards this round. Red cards represent military. If you have a larger military than your neighbor, you will get military points. On the first round, they're worth 1 victory point. The second round, they're worth 3, and the third round, they're worth 5. If you lose to military, you only get a -1. So even if you lose all the time, you will only get like at most -6 points. So
okay, I got mine locked in.
If you want to sell your card, like if you don't like any of the cards, you can get 3 gold by just selling a card, but it just means they get discarded. So
are the brown ones resources?
Yes, they are. Also, if you take a look at the top of your card, like the top of your little civilization card, you'll notice that there's a resource there. You always have that resource. So for example, I always have brick, Arthur always has silks, Cotton will always have paper, and Pondo will always have iron ore.
That's what we spend our gold to trade with our neighbors for, is to get their resource.
That's right. Yeah. So if, for example, if Arthur wanted to build his first card and he required brick, he would have to give me 2 gold to do that. there is no way of generating gold other than selling cards and buying a card and building a card that gives you gold. So keep that in mind. Okay. I think I will. Okay.
Okay.
I confirm. Oh, I thought I could confirm. Yep, I did.
Is everyone hit confirm?
I think we're waiting on Cotton. Or is it not green?
Uh-huh.
What?
They're having a conversation. Are you confused, Cotton?
She needs help.
I do not know what we're supposed to be picking.
Just
Whatever you want. It doesn't
yeah.
matter.
as long as you can afford it. I would say, honestly, it seems early on getting the brown cards out if you have them and you have the ability to buy it if it costs money. Putting them out means later in the round you'll have more stuff you can work with.
Can I actually, you know what I'll do, Arthur? I'll just drag out some cards and show people what they are, if that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, so, wait, how do I do? Oh, okay, there we go. Wait, can I not? Oh my God, hang on. Okay, there we go. All right, so this card here, this is a trading card. So if you take a look at this, basically at the very top, this you can build for free right now because it doesn't have a cost. If you take a look at this card here, the very top left, the little icon there shows the cost of the card to build. So if I wanted to build this, I would need to have paper available to me right now. And the only way that I could do that is by giving Arthur 2 gold. So for me, it's not worth building right now.
I don't have paper. I have silk.
Oh, sorry, silk then. But if you take a look at the bottom right of the card, it says courthouse and library. Those are the cards that this card will be able to build for free later on. So if you own the base card and the courthouse comes into your hand next turn, you might be able to build it for free because you've already played this card. The trading post card represents, so at the very top it says, any brick, stone, wood, or iron ore from the neighbor on your right will only cost you 1 gold instead of 2 gold.
Cotton, I think the answer is we're going to have to learn to play by playing.
That's fine. I'm really bad at listening to rules.
Okay, we'll just play. I mean, you can only lose, right? So
I just didn't know what I was supposed to be doing to pick a card.
You pick the card up, you place it over top of one of the 3 things that you would like to do. So if you're building whatever the card is, you put it on the most left-hand spot that I don't remember what it has under it because my card's locked there now. If you're putting cards to build your wonder, for instance, on your giant card that is your civilization, mine has, if you have 2 clay, you can attempt to build it. So you'd put a card in the middle area to say, I'm going to put this card towards building that. And in the right-hand slot is, if you want to sell a card to make more money because you need it and you don't have it, you put it there, and then you hit confirm to lock it in place. Then all of our hands will be traded clockwise to the next person in line, like that, like what just happened. Okay, well, I got some shit from Dave. Thanks, Dave, for this garbage.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. Yep. All right, everyone looks like they.
It does track the buying automatically.
Yeah, it subtracted mine.
I wonder if I'm just wondering if it does the trading automatically. I mean, that takes the whole fun out of the game if you're not like holding the little chip, you know, because I actually own this game.
Oh my God, Dave.
If you're like, you gotta hold the chips and, you know, you make a pile of them and you laugh at your friends. I don't know.
I'm sorry. At some point, we'll be able to make the American Midwest, the American East Coast, and Poland all one location. Using the spatial sciences we get by worshiping the Star of Ilkenton.
You're taking this a little far. What I'm saying is that, you know, the idea that you can build that even in tabletop games, you can have like those little chips and stuff and you can throw them around and stuff. Like taking that away in this one was, I think, a poor choice, but Like automating the card rotating is fine, I guess, but yeah. We'll see if the game gets. I don't know why it defaulted to B. By the way, that was very strange. Like normally you on the very first game you select A, because B is generally considered the harder side. But when you play the game like legit and everyone knows the rules and stuff, you actually randomize what side of the civilization card you also get. So they might have been randomized just by default and everyone happened to get on side B. That seems very likely. God, I if you think you're struggling to pick which card you like now, wait till you get to the next round, because then they actually have choices and stuff. So
What are you looking at?
I mean, we're not going to get through this game, guys. I have 11 minutes.
Yeah. she's having difficulty. Then you have to do the clay.
Well, I asked Pondo earlier if we were picking cards, and he says no. There's going to be an explanation, and then. Sorry.
I agree that it's Pondo's fault.
Okay. Understood.
that's very interesting. I might have to take this board game later, or this version of it later, because when everyone knows okay. When everyone knows the rules, I assume it'd be very, very easy to play. But
What do I do if I can't use any of the cards?
you can sell it.
Oh,
You drag it onto the sell icon.
oh wait, there's some like stacked up here.
Interesting. I'm gonna try it for science. See what happens here, Arthur.
What are you sciencing?
I'm gonna try buy something that I need your resource for,
Okay.
and we'll see.
That automatically deducts it.
Yeah.
I already did
it's
it.
gonna be.
Oh no, it didn't.
It didn't give me money.
I don't think it did.
Oh, I mean it. No. So you need to get you can choose whether you want to. Actually, no. She didn't have the clay then.
It doesn't give money automatically. It just allows you to buy it.
Yeah, just tell somebody when you're doing it, so that.
Sorry. I was gonna
Okay,
say-
so you couldn't have purchased that. But this is kind of the rules because you didn't have 2 gold.
Yep. I realize this now. I remember.
So that's kind of the problem with this rule, this automatic system, because there's no taking it back now.
Yep.
We just so basically you would have to give me 2 gold. So the way that this would work is you'd have to go to -1,
Yeah.
I guess, and then I would have to go up to 5.
So I need to put this back in my hand because I can't technically
No,
get it
no,
because I need to sell something.
No,
You'll break the game if you do that.
I mean, I think
I'm not taking that. I was taking what I had previously put down.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to
Yes,
sell something.
exactly. If you take what you previously put down, you're going to break the game.
I'm not taking what I previously put down. I mean, like not that, but what I had before I was pressing confirm
Ah, I understand now. Okay.
in my field.
All right.
And I'm going to sell a card to make up for it.
Okay.
That'll work.
Yep.
That'll even things out, I guess. think you have to hit confirm, Cotton, if you're waiting.
I already did.
Wait, didn't I have the clay pit?
No, you, it's not green, so you.
Wouldn't I have had the brick after I got the clay pit?
Okay, so it does have a little text box that shows up. You need to trade with your neighbors in order to play the card. That is really weird. Why? Okay.
Well, I have a clay pit that either gave me a brick or an ore.
No, yeah, you're right. So
was that still a legal move? What I did?
yeah, no, it was. So hang on. Hold up. Okay, yeah. So put yours back to 1. There we go. Confirm trade. I can't pay. Oh, okay, that's interesting. All right, so Arthur, I have to give you 2 gold. So just put yours up 2.
Okay.
So it does so it does stop you if you don't have.
It does stop the game, and then over here it says I have to confirm the trade. Okay, all right. Well, that's something, I guess.
Oh, it sold it.
Yeah, it's something. Okay.
Using scripted games is a learning experience usually.
Yeah, I would consider this game to be a lot easier to play without the scripted experience part added on, you know?
Yeah.
I think this is more for like playing with random people online, if that makes sense.
Oh, that turn went real quick.
Look at this dude building armies.
Oh, is Pondo threatening to take over the world again?
Well, here's the thing, right? He's spent 2 cards this round building an army. I'm just not going to play your game, sir. So the last card in the hand will always be thrown away.
Yes.
Like no one gets the last card.
So I'll be giving Cotton 2 coins. Stuff. I hit confirm.
And you can talk about what
you need to trade with your neighbor for this. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cotton, you take 2 gold and add it to your pile.
Okie dokie.
Time for war.
Why do I have 8 gold in my pile now? I just put up 2 to make it 5.
Because what did you do? What did you buy?
Oh, I sold my card. Never mind.
Okay, yeah.
I know what's going on.
Yes. 5 plus 3 is in fact 8.
I forgot that I sold my card because I couldn't make it.
So before we do anything here, okay, it automatically does the win losses. Oh, that's real neato.
So I'm guessing the 2 of you don't have any military? Yeah, because I didn't get any. And you both got bullied by Pondo's superior military force.
That's correct.
Wow,
That's cool
look
thinking.
at Sparta over here, only building military. Jesus.
I wasn't only building military.
So, I'm seeing a lot of military buildings
I just
out
have
there.
2 cards.
Okay, I'm about to start the second age.
All right, so in this one, you'll notice that the cost to buy things is significantly higher.
It is.
So this is where the trading comes into play.
I see.
Yeah. Also, you'll notice in the top left of the cards, they'll say something like scriptorium or whatever. If you just happen to own a scriptorium from the previous round, that card will be free, if that makes sense.
I don't think anybody has the other resources that it require.
Well, then you just can't do anything with that card. That's generally the rule.
Yeah.
You can always buy one thing from one neighbor and then another thing from another neighbor if you need it. Like, there is no limitation on the amount of stuff you can trade. As long as you have the gold for it, you're good to go. So
I think that's what I want to do because why not?
Oh, you also notice that the military token stuff is like hidden in the table, so you couldn't even hit the buttons even if you wanted to. That's kind of interesting.
That's actually pretty good. I think you can.
Yeah, but you know, you'd have to go about it in a way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because I have the scriptorium and it says scriptorium at the top, I don't have to have the other resources?
That's correct. You can scriptoriumize it.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. And the game, hopefully this game will recognize that. I'm assuming it would because they thought about everything
It did.
else. So.
I got a free aqueduct to go with my baths.
Oh, excellent. Well, I'm glad it works.
I mean, I'm pretty heckin' jealous of that.
Yeah, sometimes like you'll start to notice that sometimes cards are just like falling into your lap like literally all the time. This is very interesting. Playing it like this is kind of weird because I'm not paying attention to what my neighbors are doing so much. Because it's all automated and I can just listen to prompts.
It's kind of nice. Handing the cards back and forth on tabletop would be a pain in the butt.
Oh, I mean, I actually have a version of this game, which is the only thing automated is the rotation of the cards. Everything else is like physical still.
Who needs to do some trading?
Oh, I guess I do.
Yes, you do.
I don't know what I need to trade.
But
I
what are
thought I
you
had
building?
it, but I guess I don't.
What are you building?
Probably another military building by the looks of
What do you need? What do you need?
the entire nation of Persia over here.
Top right of the card. What's it tell you?
Brick. 2 brick,
you
which I
got
should
brick.
have.
Yep, you've got 2 brick. Do you see this sign down the middle here? That's
And then
that's ore.
paper.
It's ore. So
Yeah,
you can
well,
only have
I
one or the other.
have
Yeah,
3. I
not
need
both of
2
them.
brick and paper, which I thought I had with this marketplace.
No, that means you can trade with your neighbors left and right for 1 gold instead of 2.
Okay, then I'll trade
So you
with
can
cotton.
you
for
can
1 gold.
trade with Cotton or myself. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll
Alright.
trade with you, Henley, for 1 gold.
What was that? You're trading with me?
Yep, and give you 1 gold.
Heck yeah. I like gold. I like gold. All right.
Like gold.
Is this going to automatically score it as well? That'd be interesting.
Seems like it. Guess we'll find out.
What does the square with the 2 at the top mean?
That means you have to pay
Square
2 gold. It'll subtract it automatically.
This is a nice, peaceful game.
Is it?
Oh,
Is it?
that's
I like this.
I mean, for the rest of us, it's peaceful, but Lord Dominator Pondo over here.
Only have 3 military cards.
All right, I'll admit that non-fictionally, did someone have to do a trade or something? Oh no, there it is. It caught up to us.
no, there's just, I forgot about the rule where it's like you can't build a second of the same card you already have. So I was just making a choice.
Do people have the thing I require?
I'll admit this is a very peaceful drafting game, except for the in fiction that Pondo is militarily dominating neighboring countries. Like, not me. I'm not worried.
If
I'm
If
over
for
here and I'm
whatever
like
reason-
Great Britain. He's like Greece, and you guys are like Rome and Germany.
so, if for whatever reason you want to get a more hardcore, a hardcore drafting game,
Magic
was
the
that game called?
Gathering,
no,
Pokemon.
no. There's one that's just, oh, what is it called?
Oh shit, Cotton's over here assembling a hand of victory, and I wasn't even paying attention.
What?
Don't worry about it. When you win the game, I won't be surprised. You're over here laying down blue cards like it's
Is that good?
like it's a counter deck.
I just
Yeah,
I
they're
mean-
good. They give you free points.
thought that my people would like them.
Yeah, well, you know what? Your people are gonna like them. Who needs
Are
to
you
trade?
shitting me?
Oh,
What do I need
need
to
to
trade?
trade. What are you buying? What are you selling?
All right, I don't have the two thing. I need wood. Who has wood?
I got some wood.
You have definitely wood. Because
Yep, I'm the only neighbor that has wood. Give me them golds.
I actually have.
Two gold, please.
I don't actually have enough for the gold.
Then you got to sell your card.
No, I could just switch to something else that I didn't actually want.
Yeah, okay, but it says here. you
Oh,
gotta
so, I
convert-
see. Okay, then I'll sell it. And
Okay, cool.
again, another coup from my part.
Cool.
Actually,
So I can trade with multiple neighbors.
Yep, you can trade with both neighbors. As long as you got the gold, you can do the trading.
And we
think
don't
you
have
have
to
the
just do what they have in the corner. We could do what cards they have like laying over here.
Yep. So any brown card or gold card, no, brown card or gray card, you can trade. So if you need a blue glass and 2 wood, you can trade with your neighbors.
And then I'm gonna trade with APN Pondo.
Ow! How much gold
So
are you
I
giving me?
need-
I'm giving you 2.
How much are you giving me?
It's
2.
Okay.
that's how that works.
How does it work when you like want to build one of the things of your thing?
Over the Babylon. Oh, sorry, your civilization.
So I have to put like 2 steel things there.
No, you have to sacrifice a card, and you have to have those things.
Which you
already.
do. So you just put it over the top of the pyramid card in the middle here.
Any card,
And-
like in the future, or a card with 3.
Any card. Doesn't
Oh,
matter
okay.
what card it is. It's just
I
it's
will
basically just
remember
saying that
that.
you're just removing a card from your potential pool of
So,
growth. that
sorry,
you-
what does that even do? What does Building the Wonder do?
Well, if you look, it'll tell you. So, for example, if you get to the final stage of your wonder, it'll give you 7 victory points. The first
Oh, I
one
see.
will give you whatever.
So, can we only
Um,
build in the stage that we're in?
No, you can
Okay,
build all
interesting.
3 in the last stage if you want. So in the
Very well.
middle icon, the middle icon you have there, Arthur,
Yeah.
you can build 1 card from your current age for free, basically. So you can use that power whenever you like.
Interesting.
That's what that middle section is. And, you know, Rhodos over there is just basically more military. Yeah. So I think
So
Yeah,
instead
Cotton,
of
you've already
buying,
traded to me, so I'm good.
so instead of buying a or picking a card, you would instead upgrade, or do you do it at the same time?
For you, you don't get that. You're Rhodos, you get 2 more bonus military.
military. You only count the laurels at the end of the game, so
Correct.
So how do you upgrade your wonder?
you put a card on the upgrade.
You have to
your wonder
sacrifice
space.
one of your cards, but you have
Okay.
to have the thing build it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
there's some real fucking weird stuff in my.
Yeah, this is the guild section, the guild stuff. So, welcome to hell. Not really.
I feel like I'm in hell.
Should
feel
that.
Boy. I made some mistakes.
You think so?
So
I mean, I got something that's working out really good for me. An incredibly expensive card that I'm just going to get on an upgrade.
I'm gonna do this.
Really?
No, I can't.
That's unfortunate. Oh, Pondo with 8 military tokens. What the fuck?
I mean, yeah, it's not like if winning military is really good, but losing military is literally like there's no problem losing military. So
Dave over here, desperate for a cogwheel.
Nah, son, not at all.
Yeah, you wanted to complete the set, right? Oh,
No.
There it is. There it is. Now he's got the cogwheel. Look at these fucking guilds that you're giving me. What is this shit?
Science, bitch.
Science.
At this point, you should be trying to calculate what's more effective at getting you victory points.
Yeah.
Like you should be calculating the totals and being like, well, I could do that, or I could get 6 points by being a boss ass dude. By the way, every 3 coins you have at the end of the game is worth 1 victory point.
I'm winging it.
That's the spirit.
Shoot for that second place.
Shoot for that second place.
That's the Cottontailed guaranteed strategy to get first place every time you get second place.
So if we sacrifice
somehow
a card,
I have a fuck ton of cards right now.
Yeah, that's really weird. Why did it do that? Oh, it probably. Hang on, I can help you with this.
Yeah.
These are all discard cards for some reason. I don't know why you have them. And you should have purple cards, not blue cards. The fuck?
Are these cards up here? Zoom all the way out. I have a set of cards really high in the air.
Oh, you do? Bring them down.
Locked.
Unlock them. Oh yeah, I see them. Those are your cards for whatever reason. That was
There we
super
go.
strange. Yeah, the
Got these bad
beauty
boys.
of these cards, huh? And my cards are locked for some reason. Why is that?
Mine were too.
That's super strange.
Played and confirmed my card, and then it went
Yeah.
back into my hand.
Yeah, I had to, whatever reason, do mine again.
I'm guessing to complete my wonder I need 2 wood, the first one.
Yep, that's right.
Cannot build a card that you've already built, but it's not.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Could I borrow your wood
You can pay me for my wood.
and to build the thing?
Yep.
All right, well, this broke for me, unfortunately. I paid to build the Senate. All right, let me see if I can rewind.
What,
Yeah, I know it's gonna do things, guys, but the game is broken right now.
Okay. All right.
That might not fix it. That might break it more.
Well, I mean, you can't break it more than 100% broken.
Sorry.
This is what
Well,
I was
now
saying,
my confirm
dude.
button disappeared.
Yeah, anytime you do that, you go back in time, you break the logic of games. So
All right. Well, the logic of the game was already broken because I couldn't confirm a card I'd already played, but my card.
Well,
hadn't...
here's the best part. We can now play this by hand. So,
Sure. All right. I'm just gonna put my card out there then, because.
what the fuck?
So I'm guessing I need to have the resource, both of the resources myself, and I can't pay someone to get their resource to make.
No, you can pay me. I have the wood you need. You pay me 4 gold, and then you can build it.
Interesting.
Oh no, you only need to pay me because you own 1 wood here. So you only need to pay me 2 gold.
Okay.
Unless Cotton has wood, which I don't think she does. So you can pay me 2 gold right now, and then you can build what you need to build.
I might do that.
Okay, so 2 gold. Just remove 2 gold from yourself.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so here's what we do. Just everyone put their card out in the middle as to what you're buying, and then we flip it.
I sacrificed mine
Cool.
to get the wonder.
Flip. So what did you build, Cotton? This one?
My 4 cards gone.
I can't hear Cotton if she's saying anything.
I built the university.
Ah, cool. Then you're good. Just keep in mind you can't build a second university if you already have. I don't know if that's the case or not. Hey, you look like you could. Okay. So now I just need to give Arthur my cards.
Flip all your cards over. Shock that Pond.
Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. All right, so I think we're just waiting on Pondo.
You were waiting on me.
Okay, everyone picked?
Yep.
All right.
AP, I'm going to trade you 2 coins to get some bottles for the lighthouse.
Excellent.
And Henley, I'm trading you too for science.
That's me, Mr. Science.
I'm building a builder's guild.
Okay. So give me the cards I need, Mr. Ponds.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Wow. Incredible last second pick by me. No need to congratulate me for how fucking amazing I am. I guess we have 1 more round after. Got on the table.
I'm going to give Pondo 2 gold to trade to build this arena.
Wow, look at Mr. fucking Research over here trying to...
I mean, you guys are literally giving me every single science card on the face of the planet, and I can build them for free. So, whatever, man. I'm a win with big brain gamer moment. So.
I mean, we'll see if you can win. I got a lot of blue cards on the table.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna beat me. No, you just
With that assortment of cards? Your cards?
Yeah, man.
I don't know about that, brother.
So let's take a look here. So right now, these cards, these little what you call it, are worth 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 points. Just from those 5 cards.
They're each worth 5?
That's right.
How do we
For
know
every
that?
for every single card that you have that's the same icon, that's how many, that's the worth of it. So
I see.
these 2 here are worth 2 points each, basically, because there's 2 of the same.
I don't know. I think I'm competitive.
All right, let's flip them.
Yep.
I'll need to pay Cotton 1 point coin for the loom that I needed.
Holy
Should be
crap,
able to.
Arthur, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe you have all that shit.
Yes. I don't know if you know this. I'm actually pretty good at this game. I might have 25 on the face of the board, but
how'd you get the paper and the silk?
What? I have.
You don't have paper. You have
Trying to
loom.
Paper. Yeah, you need paper on this one.
So you need to pay
someone for the
Oh,
paper.
I would have had to pay Cotton too. All right, that's fine.
Yep.
There you go, Cotton. Take 2.
Here I am, math wizard. All right, give me those cards, Mr. Pond.
I will give you these cards.
Please do. Danke-san.
All right.
Cotton. Did you give me? Oh, never mind. I see him. Never mind. Oop. And
I'm gonna give AP and Pondo 2 coins to get water, the little bottle, and some ore.
Okay.
My God. I don't know what I want to do here. So that would cost me way too much money. And that one won't give me anything. Wait, hold up. Maybe that will. Oh no. Arthur's got way too much military.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just gonna get 3 gold, I think. That'll give me. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay.
toss this over here. Give me 3 gold. Okay, and then just the other card that you don't use, put in the middle here.
All right. I'm gonna get 2 more points for beating my neighbors. Barry.
Yeah. So if we're ready to do military, is that where we're at?
Yep.
Okay. So
then I
Arthur,
2 more points
no.
for Cotton's military.
you get. Hang on. It's not 2. You get 5 points this round for winning in military.
Oh.
So
Okay.
you get a total of 10 extra points here. So even though this thing doesn't work, you need to just make this 13 on your victory
That's
points
fine.
here.
I'm just gonna start a tracker.
no, I need to make mine 18 because I had 8 before.
I get 2 more points for Cotton's military.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So at most you can get 18 points. So that means you've won every single round, basically, Pondo. So that's right. Okay, so real quick. So yeah. Well, let's just do the math real quick. So military scores, everyone. Pondo, you start at 18, so just mark that somewhere.
It's already
I
marked.
start at -3. Arthur's at, oh, he's doing his own, I guess. All right. So gold, you get 0, Pondo. I get,
How much do you get for your gold?
it's for every 3 pieces, you get 1 victory point.
Okay, I have 53.
What? Wait, you have 53 gold?
No, 53 victory points.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was about to say, how the fuck? Okay, so I'm at 5 gold. So 5 victory points right now. Okay, so now we do. What about you, Cotton? What's your gold at? So you get 2 for your. All right, so right now you're at 0 because you have negative for your negative. Yeah. Actually, you would have a lot more. So hang on, 1, 2. When did you start building military, Arthur?
He just built it last round.
No, second round I built the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Third round I built the 3.
So you would have -1 points right now, Cotton, because you're supposed to have more negative points there. Okay, so now calculate how many blue points you have. So Pondo, you would have 5 because of this card here.
So I'll be at 13 or 23.
Yep. And then Cotton, you're at, oh geez, I don't know, 11, 15, 18, 22, and then -1, so 21. That's where you're at right now. Me, I'm at 5 + 2, so I'm at 7. Cool. Okay, so gold cards are next. So let's take a look here. So Pondo, you have for every
Marketplace
brown
and-
card you have 1 victory point. So 1, 2,
So
3,
5.
4, 5. 5 victory points. Yep.
So I'm at 28.
And how many? Let's take a look here. So you, for every part you've built, you get 1 victory point. So Cotton, you get an extra 1. So you're at 22 right now, I guess. Where are you keeping track of this, by the way? You got a note somewhere?
Piece of paper.
Oh, piece of paper. Okay, yep. Okay, so now purple. So Pondo, you get. So for every
victory
one that your
points
neighbor's
per-
done.
two.
Okay, so we'll do gray first. So you get 4 from me, and you get 2 from Cotton. So that puts you at 6.
I'll be at 34.
Okay, so then for every okay, so that's 2. So you get an extra 2 points, 2 victory points.
For the building.
Mm-hmm. And 1,
So
2,
36.
3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you get an extra 6 victory points as well for the browns that your neighbors have.
How many?
6.
6. Okay.
All right, so now we do sciences. So Pondo, you get 1 point.
Yay.
Cotton, you get 9 points. And finally, I get to do something here. So I get, I'm just going to reorganize my cards because it's easy. Oh, God, why is it locked?
I like your SAP.
Thanks. Took me a while to figure out how to do it.
Yes, the classic S.
The runes of my ancient people. What are you looking at, Pondo? What's your victory point total?
No. I'm at 43.
Tom, what are you
Okay,
at?
so
31.
7 is 14, and then 4, so that's 18, and then 19, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that puts me at 44. Okay, and now we do whatever that is. I don't know what that is. I think that's it. So yeah, what was everyone's totals?
53.
43.
31.
All right.
What
so
do these gold
after-
cards do?
They let you trade in different ways with the people next to you.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that is my bad.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. So Arthur won. I
know
don't know
it's
where you got your
surprising.
victory points
It
from.
happens occasionally.
Where'd you? Was it just the blue cards that got you the most? Is that
Yes,
how you got it?
blue cards got me a fuck ton.
So, also, so you started with 13 military points, right?
Yep.
And then you had. Not that I don't trust you.
Sure. Blue cards, 1 for science, 3 for my structure, 1 for.
Okay, so that was 29 for the blues, and then 30 for science, and then
1 for
40,
coins.
43 for military, and then how many coins did you have?
3.
You already included that.
So
And then
one,
3
so
more for my wonder.
44, and then 3 more, you said?
Yep, for my wonder. And 2 more for Cotton's spies.
3, so that's 47. And then, which one? Oh, this purple one here?
Yep.
So, hang on. That means for every red card. So, yeah, 1,
Okay, so just 1.
2, 3. Yeah, so just 1. So that puts you at 48.
All right, so I made a mistake there.
You still won, but not by 53. 53 is like exceptionally hard to get to. So that's why I had to double check your math there.
That's all right. Mistakes were made. I still got there.
Yeah.
Dave, we'll have you back on to play Seven Wonders again in the future. Hopefully more than one round in a row. I'm 25 minutes late, and my family is undoubtedly super pissed at me. So let's make outros very quick. Cotton, how's it going?
I'm Cotton. Everything's going good.
All right, Pondo.
I am Pondo, and this was fun. It was a little, getting there. But
Out there. It'll be faster next time, too.
better luck next time. Go get him, kid.
I mean, I feel like you built a lot of military, and then it never got you anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like the moment you're on top of building military, you just don't build any more military.
That's why I didn't invest anymore. I'd invested enough that would secure me a certain amount of points, and then I just tried to get other stuff.
I regret building the gold cards because they seem to have done nothing.
That's correct. I also regret that you built those gold cards.
Well, I asked people what they did. I didn't get an answer, so I just built them.
I think I actually had
depends on the
40.
card.
I think I actually had 46 points, which isn't bad because I
Dave?
don't think I included the ones for my wonder that I got.
I did
No,
not.
you
die.
did.
I did.
Yeah, we counted them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, still, I mean, the 43 isn't bad.
Dave, what do
Yeah,
you
no,
got?
43 is pretty good. So I'm Dave. Look at my things online. Arthur will tell you where to go.
Twitch.tv/Henley, YouTube.com/Hensicle, Twitter @Henley.
Henley with last is a 3, and then at Kinky Fridays on Twitter. So there you go.
Well, okay. You only go there if you're very brave. That's out of heart and 18 plus.
18. Yeah, if you're just 18, that's all that matters.
Okay. Have a good night, guys.